Good morning and welcome to the MoonBound podcast. This is Julia and this is my living room. I would like to wish you a very happy December 14th. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. I am very happy. A friend is coming over today and we are going to hang out and chat and go shopping for a for a Christmas present for my mother, which may or may not be available. If it is available, then yay. Although getting into the store and navigating a very crowded antique store in a scooter is not really something I'm looking forward to. The getting to hang out with my friend is. So maybe, depending on how I do, we might go to my favorite cafe after that. Don't know. Kind of depends on what she wants to do. So we will see that. I might try to take some footage while we're out. You never know. I don't have any knitting to show you because I didn't get much done after we last talked last night, and I haven't done any yet this morning. I did have the bread for breakfast, and I'll take a new photo later because I ate it before I managed to take any pictures. I will touch back in with you later. Bye. Hi. It was very long today. It was wonderful. I had a great time. My friend came over and we sat and chatted and knit and caught up and exchanged Christmas presents. So she gave me this beautiful shawl she made. Let me hold it out so you can see it. It's crocheted. She is really, really good at the crocheting. I recognize this yarn, but I don't remember what it's called. My mom used this bit of the colorway in the cowl that she made. But I don't remember the name of the yarn. But my friend had actually been sending me pictures of her progress as she was making this. And I didn't know it was for me. But I'm really, really excited to receive it. It's so pretty and it is nice and warm. Which is necessary because I'm really cold right now. So she also gave me this, which is Goodland liqueur, orange liqueur with spices, and the spices are coriander and ginger. So it says that it tastes like oranges and lemons and coriander and ginger. I'm going to try some tonight. Probably put it in the fridge between now and then. And I just absolutely love the color of this bottle too. I suspect the liquid is clear. So there was that, and she was inspired by me putting up my village. She has a huge village, but she hasn't put it up in several years, and so she dug out all of her stuff and put up her village. And in going through there, she realized that she had way more houses than she had space to put up. And so she gave me one of her earlier houses that doesn't really match her set anymore. And it's a fabric store. Isn't this super cool? So I'm really, really excited. Later today, I'm going to wiggle everybody around and establish a fabric store in my village. My husband was teasing that we should put a little fabric rack outside, and then this was the only fabric store I should shop at. So then I was making jokes about reaching in to get my fabric merchandise from the light hole. She didn't still have the cord that does the light, so I'm going to have to get a replacement for that, but that is super easy. So that now that I've talked way too close to that speaker, setting that down, I want to apologize about that. I did manage to get finished. I did manage to get the stockinette in the red done yesterday while we were chatting. And I won this shawl's third game of yarn chicken by, what is that, about 10 inches? This one was really nerve-wracking. I wasn't certain I was going to get it done. And technically, I want to start this one on the face side, so actually maybe I didn't win because I'm actually gonna the next when I start the color, I'm actually going to start on the front side instead of the reverse side, and I should be starting on the reverse side if I were matching that. But I don't have to. It's not required. So that is where that is. I did not work on the mittens at all. By the time I got done from our jaunt, we went to a local antique store, and I figured out a better way to get out of the house, so that worked out pretty well, and a much better way to get back in the house, so that worked even better. But by the time we parked in downtown and got me out of the car and I couldn't get up onto the sidewalk because there wasn't a ramp spot, so I just scooted, whatever that term is, along the back of everyone's cars, kind of in the slushy road. If you're going to come up here, come all the way up. Come on. Until I could find a place where I could cross the street and be able to get up onto the sidewalk, and then into the building. And then they didn't have what I was looking for anymore. We saw all sorts of cool stuff. So that part was kind of a bust. It was really hard scooting. It's one of those antique malls where there's thousands of little stalls and stuff everywhere, so I was terrified that I was going to knock into something. And it's just really an awkward method of locomotion. So I was really tired by the time we got in, walked all the way to the back of the building, checked the other room that I had seen them in, and got back out. And we decided we'd go for lunch, and we did go to my favorite cafe, and I was planning to take pictures of the beautifully decorated windows for Christmas, but I was just focused on walking and staying standing, so I didn't get that done. And it was a little awkward trying to negotiate the scooter in the cafe, which has lots of tables, which is good because you want lots of tables in a cafe. And I did manage to get turned around so we could get to a table that we could sit at, and we sat, and she had the cranberry bog, which is a cranberry ciabatta bread with turkey and mustard and cranberries and walnuts and just all sorts of things, and the homemade potato salad and the homemade pickles and a lavender chai. And so she had all sorts of flavors going on and seemed to be really enjoying it. I had a bacon grilled cheese, which they make with cheddar and Munster cheese on a whole grain, multigrain bread, and with giant hunks of millet in it. I forgot about the millet. But really yummy. And I just had chips. And I had what actually is probably my first cup of coffee in 5 weeks. I only drank half of it, but it was my favorite flavor from there, which I thought was pretty nice because they do their flavored coffees on a rotation, and you just, what is available is what is available. And so every day they have a light and a dark and a flavored and a decaf. And today was butterscotch cream, which was really, really good. It's my favorite. But I could only drink about half of the cup. And we were intending, after doing the antique mall and doing the steaming cup, to go to Walmart and just pick up some things that I need. But by that point, my list, which was entirely in my head, which was stupid, had fled. I didn't remember. I knew I needed a bunch of things, but nothing that would take very long to get. And I could sit in one of their carts if we could figure out what to do with the scooter thing. It's a stroller. I'm a baby. It's a stroller. I love it. But I couldn't remember. Like, I could remember 3 things, and I knew that it was way more than 3 things. And I was so tired that I was like, why don't we just go home? And so we came back to the house, and we sat and we chatted, and it was nice. And then she had to go. And my husband made a very yummy dinner of steak and homemade fries. And we tried out the new plates from my mother-in-law, and they are wonderful. It's so nice to eat off a pretty plate. When we first got married, we registered for fancy china like people do. And we got some place settings, but I didn't want to break them, so we don't use them very often. And we just got plain white serviceable plates. And when those broke, we just got more plain white. They're actually, like restaurant service plates, not even commercial plates. And they work. They're kind of dull. And often when I go over to friends' houses, I'm like, oh, look at your beautiful plates. And I don't know if my husband picked up on that or if he just wanted something different because he asked his mom to do this. And I really, really like these. They kind of have a bowl to the plate. And they're really pretty. So, and they worked as plates, so that's good. So I think my mother-in-law is going to finish her extravaganza of bowl making. My husband, in many ways, did not marry someone like his mother, but in certain ways he did, because I am definitely someone of the crazy Christmas crafting, and so is she. So she set herself a challenge to try to do 40 bowls in a month, and seems to be cruising on that. She really does beautiful work, so it'll be neat to see what everyone's Christmas present is. And then I think after Christmas she's gonna go back to working on the plate project. So sometime in the new year we should have a nice stack of pretty plates to use every night, and that will be good. All right, I am gonna sign off, and I will see you in the morning. And I hope that everything went wonderful today, that you had a great day and got to spend time with friends and with family. Good night.